back to my channel. I know that I had been gone for quite a while, but real life stuff got in the way, and then I really wasn't sure like what the direction I wanted to go with my channel when I came back. So I took some time off, and now I'm back, and I'm really excited because I've definitely decided to take this channel in the direction of fully going into just the paranormal and the supernatural, because that is like my real passion. I know if you had been subscribed to my channel before, I definitely started switching over from doing makeup content to more paranormal, supernatural kind of content, and started kind of weaning out the makeup content. Although I would sprinkle in some makeup content here and there, I definitely started showing more supernatural content in towards the end. I started this channel as a makeup channel because I really did love makeup, and I always wanted to do something with YouTube and stuff. And I thought that I really wanted to do makeup and everything because at heart I am a makeup enthusiast. But in the end, I just really didn't love doing makeup content. I kept trying to convince myself that I did. So I kept doing it, but I actually really didn't enjoy it. Going forward with this channel, I'm really excited because I'm going to continue to share like urban legends from around the world, local like haunted stories, my own personal paranormal stories. Looking forward to going to paranormal places, investigating them, just doing things like that. I am super excited to bring all that to this channel and everything. So anyway, as I ease my way back into doing videos, I thought it would be fun to talk about the White Bluff Screamer today. I thought that was a really interesting story I'd never actually heard before when I was doing some research. So I'm going to stop rambling and let's get into today's video.
Imagine spending the day hiking at your local state park. You're having a wonderful time when out of nowhere you hear the most blood-curdling scream, a shriek that sends shivers down your spine. What would you do? Even worse, what would you do if you turned around and saw the cause of that scream was a ghastly, pale figure? Well, if you're hiking in Montgomery Bell State Park near White Bluff, Tennessee, then this might just happen. The White Bluff Screamer is described as a pale figure that resembles a spectral woman or a large furred animal. The creature is said to be around 7 feet tall with long flowing hair or fur and eyes that glow with an otherworldly light. But the entity's most distinctive feature is its terrifying high-pitched scream, which is often described as a mix between a human wail and an animalistic howl. The legend of the White Bluff Screamer dates back to the early settlers of the White Bluff area. Stories tell of a mysterious presence in the woods that would scream at night, terrifying residents and livestock. This mysterious screamer was often blamed for the disappearance of animals and even people, with many believing it to be a malevolent spirit or guardian of the forest. One of the first encounters with the White Bluff Screamer involved a family who settled in the area just southwest of present-day White Bluff in the 1920s. The story goes, the man, his wife, and their 7 children reportedly started hearing the screaming not long after they built their home. At first, the family did their best to ignore the shrieking coming from the woods. However, after several days of sleepless nights for the man's wife and their children becoming more and more terrified, the man decided to investigate the woods nearby their house. However, this led to nothing, and every night, just after sunset, the unearthly shrieking would start up again. Finally, after having had enough, the man was furious. This one night, he told his wife to lock all the doors and windows and only open them when he returned. The man then took off with his shotgun into the woods in the middle of the night. He yelled, seeking out the creature that was terrorizing his family. Yet every time he felt he was closing in on the creature, the shrieks would move further and further away, echoing off the trees and hills, making it almost impossible for him to locate the source. Then the man noticed the shriek became shrieks, and he became even more unsettled. He realized the shrieking had now been joined by familiar screams, screams of a woman and children. The man took off and rushed home, but it was too late. Upon entering his house, he found his entire family deceased, torn to shreds, and he knew it was the screamer that did it. Legend says that the man fell to his knees in despair, only to be taunted by the screaming once again. Others say, blinded by heartbreak and rage, he sought the creature out, only to be met by a ghostly female figure floating through the forest, leaving scorched earth beneath her and a blue ethereal fire. Reports say the family's cabin still exists to this day, and the screaming can still be heard nearby. Another story takes place in the 1950s. A family living on the outskirts claims to have seen a ghostly figure in their backyard, followed by a series of loud, blood-curdling screams. They moved shortly after, convinced their house was haunted. In the 1990s, hikers in the White Bluff area reported seeing a tall white figure in the forest. They described the creature's eyes as glowing in the dark and heard a loud scream as they fled the scene. But what is the White Bluff Screamer? Some believe the screamer is a banshee or some type of female ghost or spirit that possibly met a tragic end in the area. Others suggest that the screamer could be a previously undiscovered species of primate, and its ghostly appearance and scream could be adaptations to its environment or means of communication. Either way, many believe there is something in the woods and it's scaring people, and they don't think it's human.
So that is all I have for you today on the White Bluff Screamer. Let me know what you thought about it. Let me know if you think it's a real story, if you just think it's some kind of urban legend. Also, let me know if you live in that area and if you've ever encountered the White Bluff Screamer, or just if you've heard any like local stories yourself. I am always super fascinated to hear what everyone has to say, and just your opinions about all these stories, just because I find them so interesting. I just think that they're really, really interesting and really cool. I love a good white lady ghost. They're like my favorite, I think, type of paranormal creatures, because there's something so fascinating and scary about a ghost that's like a pale, like white figure, especially if it adds some screaming into it. There's just something really creepy about that. So I think that's why this story intrigued me when I found it and when I was doing my research. And I thought it was a good one to start off with. So anyway, that is it for this video today. So if you enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.